She may have done that, but there's a worse one. So she teamed up with
diarrhea.
No, worse.
How?
No,
what's worse than diarrhea?
It's going to be crazy.
I don't think it's worse.
What's worse than diarrhea? Hold up. Wait, hold up. Before you, what's worse than diarrhea?
No, I said I don't think what he's about to say is worse than diarrhea.
Okay. But he said it was worse than diarrhea.
In my opinion, yes.
Gonorrhea?
Package up the STDs. Can't wait to get mine.
This is true, and you can look this up. She did a...
In 5, 4, 3, 2... Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wiz. Happy birthday. I don't know what happened there.
See what you did there. Thank you. I have my cake here, too.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Wiz. You know, today's the day after your birthday, but...
Technically, yes.
Yes.
And by the time this airs, it will be way past your birthday. But, you know, we're not talking about that. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Special guest today on the ShinoBroz podcast. Welcome back to an episode of ShinoBroz podcast. I'm Sly. That's Wade.
I'm Wade.
We got special guest Wiz.
Hello. This is the first time I've recorded anything since, how long has it been? October of last year? Maybe November? Yeah. Been a while since I've been visible on the internet.
It's your... first recording in the new apartment.
Yeah, in the new place. Yeah. After let's talk about it. Let's talk because we didn't get a chance to talk about it because you've been on a hiatus pretty much. But let's talk about the fun time we all had helping Wiz move out of his other apartment.
Did we already talk about that?
No, we didn't talk about it because we were waiting for Wiz.
Oh, that's right.
But he couldn't get a setup.
Yeah,
or anything.
that was hellacious, and I still feel bad about it. That's why I didn't ask you guys to help me move into the new apartment. It was out of the first, and I had to do a second move. I was like, no, I got this.
Okay, first off,
it wasn't that bad. It was fun.
It was
no, it was not fun. That's a lie.
Moving itself is never fun. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But we had a good time. We made memories.
Yeah.
It's the friends you make along the way. But
it's not about the destination. It's the friends you made along the way.
But I mean, the work itself was not fun, but the day itself was pretty fun. We had an adventure.
Yeah.
We did have an adventure, and you guys got to meet Matthias as well. Shout out to Matthias.
Yeah. So
I've met him before. That was your first time.
That's my first time.
Yeah.
Right? Your first time was when you guys went for Wiz's other birthday at that sketchy hotel.
Yeah, that
I thought looked cool. I thought that was a cool looking hotel, but then you guys it's a terrible place.
That place got to be a front. I do not trust that place at all.
It looked cool from the outside. It looked like pretty.
It looks like a rundown aquarium from the outside.
Yeah,
it does.
I thought that's what it was. I thought it was an aquarium at first.
Wade,
and then you told me.
So, Sly, you weren't there, so you wouldn't know. But there was a time we were walking through, and we were like toward the lobby, and this random guy came passing by with a big old fifth of Jack Daniels, and was just like, "Hey guys, you want to have shots?"
Yeah, I was
randomly. There was nothing special. I mean, maybe it was close to Memorial Day weekend, but it was just like, "Hey guys,
like, hey, you want some shots right before you get in the elevator?" Nah, we're good.
And let me clarify. That was a motel, not a hotel.
Oh, that was a hotel.
Hotel?
Yeah, full on hotel.
Yep. I mean, I don't really know.
So you have to go through the lobby to get to your room.
Yep.
Motel. Yeah.
Motels are outside doors.
Yeah.
No, hotels have outside doors.
No, I don't think so.
No, motels have you have to go outside.
Open to the outside.
Yeah. Hotels, you have to go through the lobby.
They not public outside doors. You had to have your key card to get in. But you could go into the building.
I think we're using the wrong terminology here.
Motels, from my understanding,
motels. I'm thinking like Motel
separate,
8, Super 8, or whatever it's called.
They're separate from the lobby or something like that.
All right,
and they're usually like only 1 or 2 floors.
We're diverging too much. We'll make it real confusing. If you guys have ever been to like some super bougie 5-star hotel on like a business trip or something, or like an anime convention or whatnot, then it gets real confusing because like the whole place is basically a freaking theme park enclosure, and there are rooms and stuff like that, and almost like an enclosed city.
Yeah,
those are real crazy. It's like Otakon or something, Wade.
A resort. I've never been to Otakon, but I went to the one that I've been to is Colossal East.
Yeah. Same deal.
I'm going to my second one here soon. Yeah, boy.
You're gonna meet your hero, your other hero.
I'm gonna be
Zuko.
Yeah. Are you coming? Are you coming? About it?
What day is it?
It's not next weekend, but the weekend after. I think it's like the 13th, 14th, wherever that weekend is.
I have to see.
All right, off podcast. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, helping Wiz move. So, how we start this story, this journey?
I was living in a nice city. I got laid off, had to move back with my mother.
All right, don't make it sad, Wiz. Don't make it sad.
And then I moved to another city afterward, closer to the new job. And now I might be moving back soon enough. Crossing fingers.
Right, don't make it sad. So me and Wade drove. Well, Wade drove 4 hours.
It's a 4-hour trip too.
Okay, so 4 hours there, 4 hours back, so 8 hours total.
Yeah,
and we made it a whole day thing.
I don't do total usually because there's usually time enough removed, like from the travel that I'm just like, it's 4 hours. It's 4-hour trip, and then when I leave, it's gonna be 4 hours.
Okay,
I don't know. That's just how I think of it.
Mr. Glass half full over here.
Hey, so, somebody's got to be.
4 hours there. And when we get there, we're helping you pack up your stuff, which
it was sad.
It was sad for you. I'm just like, all right, we gotta get this all in the truck. We gotta get this in the U-Haul. What? Oh, it's been so long. What all happened? I feel like something.
We left some dings. We left some dinks.
Wait, no, you got your deposit back.
Yeah, you got your deposit.
Oh yeah.
You said that
they. So thankfully, the apartment complex, the people really did love me there, and they treated me very nicely because, there were a few dings on the walls, some scratches here and there, and they didn't say anything, gave me the full security deposit back. Let's be honest, it's pretty stereotypical that you don't get your security deposit back anyway. Like they will do anything to not give it to you. But this place was very nice, and they did.
Good.
That's good. They said something about like as long as you don't go through the first coat of paint or something like that.
Yeah, it was like they always came through and repainted, but they would only do one coat. So if they need more than one coat, then they would charge you. Now I know for a fact there was one spot that I hit on accident with a pair of nunchucks that needed more than one coat of paint. Small accident. It was very small.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It was fine. Yeah.
You guys just security deposit back.
Yeah.
I do remember we all got in the elevator and it stopped and started making that beeping sound, and we were trapped in there for at least like a minute.
It didn't move.
It didn't move.
What felt like a long time.
Did it shake? I'm pretty sure it shook.
I don't think I think I might have jumped. Because I'm like, all right, if it falls, you got to remember to all jump at the same time.
Because it started beeping. It closed, and then it stopped moving, and it started beeping. And it was me, you, and Matthias, and we were just like looking at each other like, oh, what's going on?
And I get a Snapchat. It's like, hey, we're stuck in the elevator.
Like, come rescue us.
And then
I was like, all right, this escalated quickly.
We finally got everything loaded. Anything else happened while we were there?
I don't know, but on the note of the elevators, I feel like people in that apartment complex just take the elevator for fun.
Yeah,
because the amount of time, because we were actually like moving stuff, but the amount of times we would see someone get in an elevator to go up, only to meet them going back down, and they don't have anything in their hands, so they're not like carrying anything.
Yeah,
they're just doing it for sport, I guess.
Yeah, I would say there were a good many people that I met over there that were very nice, and they're actually still in contact with me. But a lot of the tenants over there were very, very reclusive because the fact that the management and some of the tenants stereotyped me for my grilling and smoking of meats and stuff that I did in the very publicly available grills and smokers. I thought it was so odd. I'm like, you guys have been here for a while. I'm really just the first person to take advantage of these very nice amenities. Like, you're already paying for it. It's just food.
Yeah, they're like freaking big green eggs.
That's like
yeah. 2 big green eggs, 2 fully serviced smokers, and a full-on pizza oven. And I was using it all. And then people were like, "Wow, you know how to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I looked it up on YouTube. It took me 15 minutes."
You're just that guy.
You know how to
I feel
cook?
like that's with like any like when I was in Charleston, and I was living at the apartment complex there. No one used the gym. No one used the gym. I was always the only one in there.
Same.
It's like you have all these stuff, but you don't use it.
Yeah.
It saves me a membership.
That's because they walk down the halls and
up
up and down the elevator.
Yeah, I mean, that was an advantageous part, at least in the gym regard, because like I would go into the yoga room, nobody would be in there, and I'd just do my stretches or my martial arts and swing around weapons. I had to make sure I went and asked the management about that too, because I was like, "Hey, so like, you guys know I've been doing martial arts for a while. I have rusty blades that I'm going to be swinging around like a madman that would actually kill somebody if they came in at the wrong time. Is it okay if I use this?" Like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, Joe. You're fine."
Just don't kill anybody.
Yeah, they didn't care. They're like, "Yeah, go ahead."
Got your truck loaded, and then we went. Then we drove to. Where did we drive to? The storage.
It was about an hour.
The storage.
The back rooms storage place.
Wait. You jump the gun. We're getting there.
Okay.
But it felt like we were like Fast and Furious because we got Wiz in the U-Haul. I'm back, and then you and Matthias up front, and we're just all driving there.
Yeah.
Zooming through traffic. We get there, and then
had a hell of a time trying to find it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
I forgot
weird.
about that.
That was weird.
Yeah, we had to dig for it. Yeah, there was I had called the management ahead of time because they weren't available on the weekend, and had to have them leave the storage unit open for me. So we had to find the thing, nobody to talk to, just checking through every area, like, where the heck is it? Till we searched through all these different back rooms areas and closed down side businesses beside the place. So we're like, finally found it. And the place was just super empty everywhere.
Before that is whenever we went into that, like the main area.
Yeah.
We walked through a door.
I think we went to places that we weren't supposed to go into.
Yeah.
There was without a doubt. I'm pretty sure whatever business was next door to that one was completely closed, but the door was wide open. We accidentally walked in there to just emptiness.
It was very back rooms vibe.
There was a door. If you have the...
I have the whole video. It's going up.
There was a door that led to a big open room that led to another door on the other side. There was just 2 doors. There's one on this side and then a big open room that had like yellow paint or something like that. Or bluish paint maybe. Oh, and then there was a door on the other side. When you open up that door, there was a little concrete place where it went to a docking door that had handprints going down the door.
It's just this dark, closed-off concrete closet. It was the weirdest thing.
And then we couldn't open it. We couldn't open it. It was locked. It was bolted down or something.
Yeah, it was the door was locked to the floor, so we couldn't even open it.
So we left there. And then we tried to find your storage unit, and that just led us to more back rooms.
It's
some
like
of those like cold, like climate controlled ones too. They really looked like those drawers they have in morgues. You know what I'm talking about? They just roll out the people.
Oh yeah,
they looked exactly like that too. The place was sketchy. But they took good care of my stuff, and nothing got any moisture damage. There was no rodents or anything like that. So I mean, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It worked. It was a good price.
Cool beans.
Sketchy.
It's very sketchy. It was very. and then you backed up the U-Haul against that curb.
Yes, they didn't charge me for that either. And I nailed it with the second U-Haul this time. I sent the photo of that. I was proud. I was like, I did it all by myself.
You had to do it all by yourself.
I did.
You didn't ask us for help.
For the record,
that is true.
I would have helped you had you
give us more time,
like
in advance.
given me a week ahead of time.
Well, let's hope that I'll do one more move. Not this place is that bad, but yeah.
back to the apartment.
Hoping to get back into what I was enjoying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll help you move that
any
time.
listeners out there want to refer me for software development roles, I got you.
Yeah. But I'll help you move back to that one because there were a couple cute girls that lived in that.
All right.
Next time. Speaking of, perfect transition to that because I did send Sly a topic that I'd like to discuss if he's willing.
Here we go.
Yes.
What was it?
You guys are leading it. I'm not. I don't know anything about it. So
okay.
Wiz wants to talk about it.
So I know
talk
Wade
about
watches Philip DeFranco show. Shout out to Philip DeFranco. I don't know if you're super up to date on them, but he did talk about that. So first off, are you guys familiar with Dr. Squatch? Not a sponsor, but willing.
Yes.
I use their deodorant. They got great soap. They got, pretty nice stuff. I started using them because I was actually getting an allergic reaction to Old Spice randomly. I was like, no, I'm not using that anymore. I'm not doing a rash. And their stuff worked great. Well, they have a partnership with everybody's favorite blonde right now, Sydney Sweeney. And there's current controversy because there is a limited, I think, 5 or 50,000 bar release of special Sydney Sweeney soap where they supposedly put a drop of her bathwater in each bar of soap.
So they're pulling Belle Delphine.
Yeah. So now the internet is semi-divided on that. It doesn't seem to be as big a reaction as some, but a lot of people are saying that's really, really freaky and disgusting. Other people are like, I don't really care. And then there's the other people who are like, where can I buy it?
Yeah, it's just sickening how like, I don't know. Your words
are saying no, but your face is saying yes.
How beautiful women can just think that they can just dip their naked body in water and then put that in soap, and that men will buy it.
And they totally do.
We trying it, right?
ShinoBroz tryouts.
we trying it, right?
I think
like,
we're gonna put Wade in a bathtub.
If I can get my hands on some, we trying it.
We ain't speaking French. You trying it?
Okay, I guess I'll try the soap all by myself.
He said
for science,
more for me,
for content.
I don't get it. Wouldn't that be a dirty soap bar then? Because if it's just that now it depends. Now it depends. Is she just dipping in the water? Or is she like getting sweaty first and dipping into the water?
Better be getting sweaty.
I know you guys got to try the soap out and take a sniff. Be like, that smells like lady sweat.
I ain't paying for just no dip your toe in water. Although I think some people would.
Wait.
No.
I want full body after gym. No soap.
I hope this clip goes viral.
Suck it out with a syringe, put it directly in the soap, deliver to my hands.
He's not even going to use it for bath. He's not going to use it for showering. He's going to eat it. That's what he's going to do.
I'm not
Dr.
Dr.
Squatch out there, send us a bar of soap. We'll give you a review for free.
I might lick it, but I'm not going to eat it.
He said, do you make lollipops? Popsicles?
God. Yes, Sydney Sweeney bathwater lollipops. That's what I'm talking about. That's where the money's at.
All right, let's get the opinions on that, because I would say this one is a little bit different, because probably within the last year or two, we have had some odd products come out from these women that men are very infatuated with, especially on the internet. I'll go ahead and say I think this one is probably the least weird.
Weak men
being weird.
Yeah, it's definitely the least weird out of all of them.
You can't call yourself an alpha if you're buying woman body soap.
I mean, what if you just like Dr. Squatch stuff? Yeah, they got Star Wars soap and Master Chief soap and
and they didn't even contribute.
Yeah,
they didn't even take a bath before they put the water in it.
Yeah.
No, because I think
what are y'all thinking?
He was saying that because Belle Delphine did it first, basically, with her gamer girl bathwater, which was just a jar of water. There's no even. I think she made a video. I think she made a video.
Packaging and stuff. Yeah.
Of her packaging, she's just in a bathtub.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure she had
jars of water.
Don't quote me, because I have.
Occasionally she'll spit in it.
No, that's actually
hot take. Use it in real. I don't think Belle Delphine is attractive.
I think she's cute. She's not the most attractive.
I never got the hype.
I mean, she seems like a cool person. Like, I've seen interviews with her and stuff like that. And if she's, doing stuff, get that bag. As far as like being, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have like this, like, I mean, the best way to describe it is like the infatuation, but because like a lot of people were saying that Megan Fox was like the hottest woman alive when she was big. And it's like, she pretty, not going to lie.
Transformers 1, Megan Fox was prime.
But she's not prime. But I wouldn't call her, I don't think any woman is the hottest woman on the planet. Like, just statistically speaking.
I mean, it's all about preference, really.
Yeah, she can be the hottest person on the planet to
someone,
a person or some people. But for everyone to like label someone like the hottest girl or like she's the hottest gamer girl or whatever. She might be the most popular gamer girl, but she's not the hottest.
Yeah.
Nor should that really matter. I'm just gonna put that out there. I will recognize hotness.
Where's this going?
Gamer girl Bathwater.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about, and I'm saying didn't find her attractive. Now, for me at least, I can think of those three products that hit me as weird. So, yeah, the first one was the Belle Delphine Bathwater. Now, correct me if I'm wrong again, internet, but there was even, I believe, a super expensive bottle that she was advertising. She had farted in the water, and people were buying these jars of water. They were like this big, and they were like making videos of them drinking it and smelling it and all this weirdness. Yeah, exactly.
I think that was Amaranth.
I will still argue that is not the weirdest product that a e-girl obsessed crowd has bought, because I know of one that's weirder.
I think Amaranth did the fart in the jar.
Amaranth is the weirdest one.
I mean, get your money. There's an audience. That just proves there's an audience for everyone.
You can be mad at the fact that they're selling that and think that it's so stupid and disgusting and stuff like that.
I'm not mad at them.
The people that you should be mad at are the people buying it.
Yeah. I'm not mad at the person for making up these things and selling it. I'm mad at the people stupid enough to buy it.
And I'm mad that I didn't think of it first.
So I'll be a little bit opposite here and be the hot take of, I would actually blame them a little bit, because I still think it's producing a product that is taking advantage of people that are definitely not in the right mindset, or like taking advantage of their weakness. Like, let's be honest, the e-girl thing, especially stuff like that, it's probably related to a porn addiction, and they're just feeding off the people that are struggling with that kind of addiction.
Could be. And like the male loneliness and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, I mean, you could say I could create any kind of illicit product and sell it out there, and because I could make money off of it, but that doesn't necessarily make it right, because I would be preying on other people's weakness. That's where I personally have the problem with it, but that's probably controversial and even in of itself.
No, but I don't think it's that controversial.
It's a valid point.
Yeah.
That's like going to a casino and people who gamble, gambling's not a good. It's addiction. It's what it is.
Yeah, it can be. It can be.
But like, still, people come back. No one's stopping them. It's same thing.
Yeah. So, there's give and take
I see your point, but I still put most of the ownage on the people buying it.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know what would fully go into that addiction. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I would say that it seems easy enough to avoid. But Wade, I'm sure you know of which is the worst one. Do you know what the Amaranth product is that is just absolutely vile? And in both cases, I'm going to say those are way worse than a drop of water being put into a bar of soap. Like, you can use the bar of soap. It's going to work fine. You can wash yourself with it. You're not going to eat it. It just has some lady water in it for some reason. Like, that's a gimmick.
I thought that the Amaranth one was the fart in a jar.
She may have done that, but there's a worse one. So she teamed up with
diarrhea.
No, worse.
What's worse than diarrhea?
It's gonna be crazy.
I don't think it's worse.
What's worse than diarrhea? Hold up. Wait, hold up. Before you, what's worse than diarrhea?
No, I said I don't think what he's about to say is worse than diarrhea.
Okay. But he said it was worse than diarrhea.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yes.
Gonorrhea?
Package up the STDs. Can't wait to get mine.
This is true, and you can look this up. She did a collaboration with a beer company who created a line of beer that was created with her vaginal yeast.
That's what I was gonna say, like the something with vaginal secretions or something like that.
So unsanitary.
Yep. And supposedly it was clean enough and whatnot, but that's a very real product that was out there. She sold, endorsed, and everything, and that's actually something that you are consuming.
Okay, first off, okay, we have to wear hair nets when we're dealing with food. Okay, we can't sweat.
I mean, I'm sure she wore a hairnet down there too.
You're telling me you're putting vaginal juices in this product and we're supposed to use it?
That's drink it.
Where is the FDC? Where is
You're not supposed to. You get to.
Oh my God. You're part of the problem, Wade. You're part of the problem. That's what.
Hey, like I said before, these men are the ones buying this stuff. They know full well what they're buying.
I want to see your closet, Wade. Let me check your bank statements. I don't.
No, you don't have to. No,
yeah. So
what's so unsanitary? What if
is?
Wait. So is there a disclaimer? Like, is there like a contract?
There's a disclaimer. She said, "This is my pussy juice in a beer." What other disclaimer do you need to know?
Okay, but if someone gets sick from it, can they sue?
So.
Probably not.
Supposedly it's clean, like they did some kind of processes and stuff like that.
Why are we talking about this?
The grown yeast was an offshoot of it or something like that. I don't even know how the science works and all of that point. I just heard that. It's confirmed. I was like, that is vile and disgusting.
Here's how many of these did she make?
I don't know. I didn't drink any.
It's probably a
You got to be dehydrated then. I
got Iron Maiden beer. That was pretty good.
That's got to be a dry pussy by now. I'm just
well,
this whole episode, I don't know what's going on.
We're gonna get age gated.
Yeah, definitely. This is explicit. This is
Hey, she did it. The whole reason I'm mentioning all of these is those are the three products that I can think of in the last couple years that were created clearly for lustful men that are chasing after Belle Delphine, Amaranth, and now the Sydney Sweeney one. But I'm playing devil's advocate because in comparison to those two products, one of which was vile by the user's choice, the other one was just vile by nature. This one, drop of water in soap. The soap is still going to work fine. It's going to clean you. It probably smells fine.
Yeah.
At no point is the product or the usage making it any grosser. It's still a weird product, but not as weird as what we have seen recently from these women that men lust after.
Y'all buy some weird things, man.
Well, I mean, apparently you guys got to buy the soap. Make sure it works.
Amaranth selling vagina beer. But no, the drop of her bathwater in a bar of soap is not going to have any effect on the soap at all. Yeah, like it's all purely mental.
It's very gimmicky. It's very strange for the nature of it, but it's also like inconsequential, it seems.
And I can tell you exactly why people are going to buy this. Is because,
I can too. She is attractive.
Well, specifically the bathwater part. The idea, this isn't going to help my case, but the idea of an attractive woman being nude in water that is then put into a soap that you're going to put on your nude body, I think is the appealing part to these people. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those like degrees of separation from actually her nude body. You know what I mean? Like it's you use the soap and you're like, it's like her nude body's touching me, kind of thing.
Yeah, this is a far reach, but
if anybody watching this has that thought, get help.
I mean, if these people have this much of a parasocial relationship with mostly the gamer girls now, not so much actresses and stuff like that, but if they can form parasocial relationships like that, I feel like they can use their imagination enough to actually feel like her naked body is on their body. Which I say, hey, go for it.
So what I'm gonna ask the audience is, do we need a ShinoBroz soap line? Do we?
I'll pee in it.
Okay,
Wade, your ShinoBroz Wade's piss soap. Dirty up while you're getting clean.
No. Drink it up. Yeah. I can just imagine like a really like hardcore fan buying that bar of soap and dissecting it, and it's like, none of our juices are in here. I want my money back.
This doesn't smell like pee at all. Well, there's only one drop of pee in each soap.
How much are we getting? How much?
No. Although that would be a crazy kind of merch to produce off of this. It's like, buy ShinoBroz t-shirts, ShinoBroz sweatshirts, and our soap.
Piss soap.
Well, that's like the Kinjas. They're a dance team. They sell merch, which just apparel, streetwear, and the out of pocket stuff they did was they made a brand of noodles.
Oh yeah,
just because they did, and they made a whole like video concept for it, and it looks dope. It's just them dancing, and eating noodles. I'm like, it's kind of on brand, but kind of out of left field, because it's like their whole theme is like ninja themed, and most of them are Asian. So noodles kind of works, but they mostly do dancing and
wait,
merch.
Why does it work?
Don't make me do this, Wade.
What? I don't get it. Why?
Yeah, how are noodles connected to that?
Yeah.
Moving on. So, Bathwater.
No, we're done with Bathwater. What could we do?
There's been some other cool things going on that might be noteworthy, especially because I've been like still floating around the gamer space, but not creating content.
Okay,
you guys heard about the Battlefront 2, Battlefront 3 stuff?
No, I don't keep up.
I have not.
With that. I don't keep up with
really?
That.
Fun stuff.
I saw that you mentioned it in the group chat, but I didn't look into it.
So then for the younger audience that might be tuning in, let's take a brief history lesson. So for one, way back when you guys played
PlayStation 2.
when you guys probably played some games back in the day, PlayStation 2 and whatnot. Y'all know EA, right? EA Sports, all of that. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's in the game.
It's in the game. So they used to make some pretty good games. I know 007 games, racing games, all that kind of stuff. Need for Speed, whatever it may be. I think it was Need for Speed. Time went on, they became more greedy, and actually they've been more recently periodically rated as the worst company in the world. So surprisingly, after Disney bought Star Wars, they contracted out EA to make them some games, and one of the most popular Star Wars games of all time was Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 on PlayStation 2. So much so that then they even had sequels that were on the PSP. Fantastic games, legendary stuff. So the first Battlefront came out. They did a remake of it, whole new remaster. EA published it, but it was made by, I don't think it was Criterion, but whoever the developers were. I forget the name. I apologize.
Yeah.
First one came out. There were some controversies around it. They were like, it's okay. Came out with a sequel. Along the lines when The Last Jedi came out. People were very excited about it. But when it came out, it had the biggest amount of controversy that I can personally think of a video game, so much so that it actually got outlawed in Hawaii. Because,
I don't know about this.
As we just mentioned, that gambling addiction, what they did was they tied the progression of the characters, because you had different classes like sniper, your machine gunner, your officer, all of that, and all of the heroes behind a very large amount of points that you had to earn in game. Or you could use those points or spend real money to buy loot boxes, which would give you random progression for your characters and whatnot. It would take you like hundreds of thousands of hours to unlock every normal hero. So like just to play Darth Vader would have taken you, I think they were saying it would be like 1,000 hours just to earn Darth Vader. But all of those loot boxes were considered the same as slot machines. So Hawaii said that EA was out there trying to promote gambling to children with a Star Wars game that was focused, rated T, and available to children, but was using real world money and gambling to get your progression. So it was outlawed there. Huge controversy. And that's why games don't have loot boxes anymore. Like, you know, Overwatch and all these battle royales, they all switch to battle passes. And even then, if they do have any kind of randomization, they're now required legally to put the percentage chance of the items that you will get in there. Yeah. So obviously, Battlefront 2 development stopped. The EA kind of relinquished it and said, fine, do whatever, developers anymore. Developers was like, cool, took all of that crap out, made the progression more streamlined. Now it was a fun game. They made all the heroes immediately available. They added in new levels. They added in new characters and vehicles. Suddenly, this became one of the best Star Wars games of all time. Me and Jericho and Chris and even Thrash used to play it like crazy. They added in Clone Wars stuff. They added in cool characters and everything. Amazing. But because they didn't have that EA backing behind them anymore, they eventually cut progress and were just like, hey, you know, glad you guys enjoyed it. We're done. So now everybody was like, hey, this game is really fun. Why don't we ever get a Battlefront 3? I would love that.
Yeah.
If it was done without EA doing all of that BS that they did in the beginning. But the other reality is that because of all those controversies, Disney cut their contract with EA. And all those developers that originally worked on Battlefront 2 have now separated into different studios and different projects and whatnot. So, yes, I certainly hope a Battlefront 3 happens, but it probably never will, unfortunately. Yeah. And it's all EA's fault for being greedy.
So what was the last game that, like, because I know they've been going downhill since EA. What was the last game that they did that really, like, tanked
Put
them?
the nail in the coffin?
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what the last things they've made. I haven't played many of them. I think I've got like EA Pass along with Game Pass, but most of the things they put out there now are just the sports games. Like, I think that's their bread and butter right now. I know they're bringing back a college sports game, college football, so people are excited about that. But
okay,
2K makes basketball. I think 2K also makes baseball, but baseball is only on PlayStation. And then EA has the UFC and football.
Okay, NFL. So they're, I don't know. I haven't played a sports game in a while, but
exactly. Yeah. I do know. I think that EA still published the Jedi Fallen Order games, those two, but I think that was the last ones they touched.
I remember I played a little bit of Battlefront 2. I never played the first one, but I played a little bit of 2 because I think I played a demo of it, and I was like, "Well, this is cool. This is like this is a first-person shooter, or not a first-person shooter, but like a."
Well, it kind of was too.
A deathmatch shooter with just Star Wars. And even though I wasn't a big Star Wars guy, I was like, "Well, this is really cool," you know?
Yeah.
And I think I played with my one friend that liked Star Wars and first-person shooters. Was it first or third?
You could toggle, actually. Okay. Anytime. It's pretty cool. Yeah. They had some good game modes, lots of different variation things, and even the heroes even would play, in my opinion, semi-Dark Souls-like, because you could do like dodge rolls and whatnot, which was very fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. EA, if you're out there listening, make Battlefront 3. Let's make it happen. Or another publisher, but bring back, I think it was Criterion, as the developers. Let's do it again. They did do a very interesting technology where they were actually taking photo scans from the environments and the moments of the movies and properly digitizing them in there, which is why it looks so pretty. So, like, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool technology and everything.
I think they do that with games nowadays, too.
I'm not 100% sure. We'll see when GTA 6 comes out, if it ever comes out.
Yeah.
No, we'll be waiting for a while.
In 5 years, whenever GTA 6 comes out.
For another trailer in 5 years.
Yeah.
Hey, it's supposedly less than a year now.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
For
5
you
years
guys.
before it hits PC.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen anything about the AI prompts? The new software that Google made?
Oh, I thought you were going to say about the AI Vader in Fortnite.
That too. I don't know. Let's talk about both of it. So what happened with I haven't played Fortnite enough to mess with the AI Vader, but I heard that he was saying some he was saying some like out of pocket stuff before
there
they
was some
fixed
debugging
him.
needed.
Before they patched him up.
They patched him up. Yeah.
So since I haven't played that, like I played, but I haven't fooled with him at all. Mm-hmm. What is it? Is it just like he listens to you through the microphone and then he just responds to you?
Basically, yeah. The only difference is you have to toggle it. So I play on mouse and keyboard, and I'm willing to play you guys after this as well. All you have to do is hold down Y. You have like a little timer that you're allowed to talk to him, and then he'll give you a response from it. You can literally say anything to him. We were playing with AG for a minute. Me, Chris. I think Jericho. No, Jericho wasn't there. Me, Chris, and Thrash. And AG literally got Vader to weigh in on Drake versus Kendrick. It was great. And his Vader's response, quote, was, he didn't care, but if you had to choose, he thinks Drake sounds like a Wookiee gargling water, while Kendrick sounds like Kendrick's lyrics are as accurate as a TIE fighter's laser. We were like, oh my God. That is amazing.
Even the AI sided with Kendrick.
Yeah.
It was. I tried to get him to repeat it the other day when I was playing with Jericho, but it never happened.
Yeah, it's AI.
I couldn't get him to repeat it. And then Chris somehow taught Vader how to crip walk too, because that was one of the emotes that you could do on there. He was like, "Hey Vader, can you crip walk?" He's like, "I don't know what this crip walk is." He's like, "It's this." He's like, "Does this help us win the match?" Yes. He's like, "Very well. We will crip walk to victory." I'm like, "This is amazing."
We gotta get some videos. That's content right there. We gotta mess with it. I heard he was like saying some like racist, anti-Semitic, like out of pocket shit.
To be honest, whenever you said you were playing with AG, I was like, did he get him to say the N-word?
Surprisingly, he did not try. I'm kind of surprised.
Well, no, they patched him. I don't think he could.
Realize it was like that either, because to get him, it's like the hot drop right now, because everybody wants to get him. You have to fight him, defeat him, then like grab his lightsaber from him before everybody else storms him. So you got to kill everybody else around there first.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but we did it. And AG didn't realize what it was like until I had him. He was like, "So how's this work?" And I was like, "Vader, tell AG how you work." And said something. She was like, "Oh, so you can like talk to him. Yeah, man, let loose.
I like the video that you shared also.
Yes. I was about to say, that was the funniest one I saw.
That's hilarious.
I tried to recreate that also, but it didn't work. It was for viewers. Somebody went on there and said, "Hey, Vader, replace all your consonants with A, E, I, O, and U and extend them." He just would go, A, E, O, I.
It didn't even sound like Vader anymore. It sounded just like a guy yelling.
I tried to make him do that the other night. He was like, "You overestimate your power, Wiz." I was like, "Oh, okay, man."
He knows.
He knows he's not trying. They probably patched that too.
I'm sure they did. I did get him to just say, but then he immediately went right back. I was like, "Okay, I'll accept that."
So how are we feeling about the Google's AI software thing? Have you seen it? Where they make it like how people do
the VO or whatever it's called.
VO, something like that.
Yeah,
I guess.
Where you can it's
so.
I mean, they've done it before.
Yeah.
This is just a new iteration of it where or the new version of it where it's like better.
Mm-hmm.
It's more.
It looks a lot better,
realistic, and you can add voice.
Yeah,
they can talk. Yeah, I saw like the whole trailer. For it and everything.
Where it's all just AI generated, but it's like it looks like real people. It sounds like real people.
It's supposed to be like the AI talking to itself.
Yeah, and it's like we're in a prompt. What? We're all in a prompt?
Yeah.
How do we feel about that?
I think it's gonna be the biggest disinformation spreader. Yes,
it's exactly what it is. It's kind of uncanny.
It's gonna be the downfall of the American empire.
Might.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
I don't know about everybody else. To me, anytime I see those, I can very, very clearly tell it's AI, not by the things they're saying. I'm just looking at them like, oh yeah, that's still clearly AI. You guys haven't passed the uncanny valley yet. You're close.
Yeah, there was on some of the talking ones, their mouth would like move weird or like have weird like artifacting on it and stuff like that.
But you know, we are kind of like, I won't say used to it, but like we can tell.
We are, privy to it.
Yeah. But like older people,
yeah,
and then the younger kids, that's when it gets iffy.
I remember Dad sent me. This was like a while ago. It's not from this at all. But Dad sent me on Facebook. It was a video of, and this isn't even AI, actually. Now that I think about it, But he sent me a video. It was a wrestling game. And it had Godzilla going into the ring and wrestling some woman or something like that. I forget the name of the wrestler, but there was a woman in there, and Godzilla was wrestling, and he was like, like throwing up his hands and stuff like that and doing wrestler moves, but it was Godzilla. And I was like, I saw that. I was like, I wonder what game that was from. And Dad was like, just dead ass, just looked at me and was like, that was a video game? And I'm like, yes, Dad. Yes, it was not real life. I mean, granted, it was really good graphics, so it had to be from like the newest wrestling game that there was. But you could still tell that by the movements, like it still had like the jankiness in like the drop kicks and stuff like that. And I'm like, yes, Dad, it's a video game. It's not real. But that wasn't even AI. Like that wasn't even like realistic AI.
Yeah.
That was a video game.
There's animation. It was like the guy who was like doing a review of the new How to Train Your Dragon, the live action. He was like, they're making a How to Train Your Dragon live action where it's computer animated from the original where it was computer animated.
Yeah. Well, that's like people were saying about like the Lion King live action whenever it came out, and they're like, none of this is real. Everything is like it's realistic.
Yeah,
but it's not live action. Yeah. It's all computer animated animals.
Could you imagine if they actually use actual lions?
Yeah.
I'd watch it if they did.
Did the peanut butter trick to make them look like they're talking.
Doing that.
I mean, they might as well have.
Just take live documentary footage, right? And just dub it. just like then we have to move their mouths. I would still watch it. It's real lions.
Snoop Dogg does nature or whatever. Yeah. But
do you guys think things like that are going to be replaced by that Google VO? Because that's been the bigger controversy I've seen.
Here's my thing. Because it looks good, how long will it take until it becomes the normal, where like TV shows, movies, all AI generated?
Yeah, that's mostly what I'm worried about. Not as much, hey, we're not going to be able to tell between this and reality. More of, hey, why would we bother spending millions of dollars doing animation and actors and all of this stuff when we could just put it into a prompt and make it in 15 minutes?
I don't think that would... Because, I mean, we're already seeing something like that. Where we've already seen movie director... or not directors, but movie studios actually say that they used ChatGPT
for scripts
and for writing scripts and stuff like that. And that's what the Screen Actors Guild strike was for, was, to protect actors' rights against AI, like not being able to use AI to just recreate their voice, like pay an actor one time to record some lines and then just using AI for their voice after that. Like
Fun
they
fact
fought
on
against that. And on YouTube, like there's already AI slop on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And people hate it. Like, I mean, there will be an occasional one that comes across my timeline or something or not timeline, but the algorithm and stuff. And as soon as I see it, I'm like, I automatically click off of it or like delete it from my history or whatever, because I don't want more stuff like that. And I've caught mom watching some AI videos, especially the freaking American Idol ones where they try to tell like sob stories, or like they're like, whoa, you won't believe what happens at the end or something like that. And it's like a boy turned into an eagle and flew away. And I'm like, it's not real. It's AI. But no, I don't think, even if it does get better, I think it will fool more people, but I don't think people will like it. I don't, because I still think that people will prefer like human made art.
You mean
as
organic
opposed
art?
To, yeah. Like, well, like people who make art as opposed to AI that generates art.
I think it would then be a case of the platform then, because like if say a Netflix competitor came out with 10,000 quote unquote original shows, but they were all AI generated, but instead of paying, what is it now, like $18-20 a month for Netflix, you only have to pay $5 a month. You get access to all of these shows, but literally every single one of them is AI generated. And then there are a lot of people that would stick with Netflix, but if you have enough people that are like, okay, well, I'll watch the AI generated stuff because these cartoons and whatnot are good enough.
Here's the thing. I think
it's not Avatar, it's Avatar or something like that.
I think with AI stuff, I think you're not going to have a long like video of AI, just because I don't think AI can capture emotion.
What do you mean?
Just emotion. Just like when,
emotion.
Yeah.
Emotion. I thought you said emotion.
Yeah, it kind of can, but it's still wonky.
It's not going to, it doesn't feel like you're not going to see a very emotional scene from an AI skit, Yeah. You're not going to get like an Oscar nominated worthy performance.
Yeah. I will admit I have watched some of the just because I think they're neat in a dumb way. I just want to see how it does it, where it'll take like cartoon characters and then they'll like walk across the screen and then they turn into like real humans or whatever.
Some of them are really good,
but that's
terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with some of it. The only time I would be concerned really is when it's either replacing things that we already exist, oversaturating the market, people actually feed into it, or it's making people lose their jobs when it shouldn't. Like I watched a video recently where somebody took Christopher Lee from like his last known photo and they like walked him back and just like transitioned with AI from one photo to another to show off his career and accomplishments. So I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. Kind of see him age backwards and stuff like that. Like, why not?
Yeah.
But it's not like they were using AI to replace Christopher Lee in any of his performances. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why not? It's just a tool. Use it.
Like for a tool, it's good to use as a tool, but when you start using it for replacement, that's when it gets iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think it ever should. I mean, I think that we shouldn't have any kind of larger concerns for it in that regard, as long as it is used responsibly. Because, like, if it's used as a tool, it's no different than a mathematician using a calculator rather than an abacus.
Yeah.
Why not? Use the technology you have. In programming, I use it if I'm never writing boilerplate code, which is like stuff that's already been optimized. Everybody knows how to write it. You just got to take the extra 20 minutes to write it all out. It's a waste of time. Or you can just have AI do it in 2 seconds. It's never going to be any different. So, boom, done. Save you some time.
I think AI is best used for like short form content. Too much of it gets uncanny.
Oh, you mean okay?
Yeah,
like skits, like little 30-second skits. Sure, like the best. What's the word? I don't know, but how to judge if the AI is good or not throughout the years is Will Smith eating spaghetti. That's how we judge the AI. How good is the AI? We had to get Will Smith eating spaghetti AI.
I want to see somebody recreate Dwayne The Rock Johnson eating rocks. Everybody forgets about The Rock eating rocks.
That
video.
too.
I think it's funny because most of the stuff that I consume that has AI in it isn't all AI. It's people using AI to do ridiculous things or something like that.
It's fun to see what happens.
It's because it's not going to be like 100% perfect or whatever, but it's just, I don't know.
There's also the dark side of AI where they use it for not good things.
Illicit purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of the controversy came out, even when AI art first became a thing. Everybody was using AI art at first, and they were like, oh, wait, you're stealing people's stuff to make this, or you're using it to make things seem real, like illicit photos of Taylor Swift or something like that. Like, no, that's bad. Don't do that. And that's what made people start hating it.
Here's another thing. People are using AI to make books and selling them.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're on Amazon.
And they're making money.
They shouldn't be. They're trash.
People, have you ever
trash
seen
like
those,
your AI vibe coding?
Have you ever seen those the gorilla couches or whatever?
Yes.
The gorilla chairs? They're all AI.
Yes.
And there's even some on Amazon that are up, like a listing up on there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's full Etsy pages just full of AI generated stuff that makes it look like good products, but it's not.
I wonder, I mean, I'm not going to because they're like thousands of dollars or whatever. But I wonder if you order something like that, if you get a product. It's not going to be that, but I wonder if you get a product.
You get a product. There are videos online of people buying those specific gorilla couches that just don't look like the image. They look like janky couches with like a gorilla head on them. Like they look like $200 couches they're selling for $1,000.
No, yeah.
You know, definitely some kind of crap scam.
Because they sew a gorilla costume head on it.
Yeah.
And
ridiculousness. Yeah, no, don't buy those. Although I did see a video recently, kind of curious about. There's this very weird computer chair that you can get that looks like a freaking scorpion that allows you to just like recline.
Oh, I've seen those.
You have your computers or your monitors in front of you. You're just locked in. I'm like,
oh, those are real.
Those are real and they're cool, but also very weird. Like. That would completely replace your desk. And can you imagine when you guys came to visit, instead of this desk setup that I have here, you came in and you're like, "Oh, Wiz, where are you working these days?" Right here, man.
It would be easier to move.
Dude, those things weigh like 1,000 pounds. They gotta come in a full-on crate. They are steel. That is not easy to move.
You're just sitting there like
this is
like
particle wood.
We come in.
Right.
We come in and it's like. We're like, Wiz, where are you? And then you're sitting there, and then you have like, I don't know, like an AI girlfriend on this screen while you're coding on this screen. It's like, oh, excuse me a minute, I have to visit my friends, and then that screen turns off, and then you just turn around, and the whole set turns around with you.
I like how I suddenly adopted the
hello, Sylvester.
My friends,
like the people from Wall-E.
It just hovers around.
My friends are here.
Good.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're running out of time.
Oh yeah.
So, thank you for watching. Thank you, Wiz, for joining in.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yesterday.
Well, actually, whenever this airs.
The video quality is fine. There's something out of focus on my camera,
ago.
so don't blame them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anything else you want to plug?
Not at this time, not really.
Anything else you want to plug, Wiz?
Hopefully I'll be back making content soon enough, so follow along with any Game Wiz 10 content and ShinoBroz content. Especially make sure that you join our Discord, which I know they'll mention, but I will be releasing different kinds of my own learn language models, bots, and applications on there as well, just for fun. Nothing crazy, talking playing chess.
Wiz is developing GTA 6.
I wish.
Fan-made GTA 6.
Yeah.
All right. It can't be GTA though, because that's copyrighted. It's got to be
Steely Wheelie Automobile V.
Yeah, there we go. Like, rate, subscribe, follow us on our socials, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Join our Discord. Yeah, we're gonna go
play Fortnite.
Sure.
Gonna go play Fortnite. and
find Vader and make him cuss and say naughty things for content. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.